each other and getting 2 years instead of 3. What do you think the world would be like, or will be like, in 20 years? More powerful storms, social and political unrest, um, possible famine, um, worse living conditions, um, I think just massive, massive changes are coming if things don't improve, and people don't really wake up in general and force the improvement. I just don't see things heading in a positive direction. I also kind of see, maybe in the more distant future, technology actually turning against us. I don't think the technology we have will save us from the effects of the damage that we've done up till the next 20 years. Describe yourself in 5 words. I would say that I'm thoughtful. I think I'm pretty deep. I would say honest, caring, curious, and moody. All right. Imagine your best friend is feeling down and asks you to cheer them up. How would you react? Well, I'd be happy that they asked me, or not asked me. I'd be happy that they brought it to my attention and stuff, and reached out for help, because a lot of people don't. And how I'd cheer them up, it depends on the person. I think that if you have a best friend, which I don't have a best friend, to be honest with you, right now. But your best friend, you're going to know them really well and know exactly what to do to sort of pull them up by the bootstraps. And I think hypothetically, seeing as I, play music and stuff, I think that, really just asking a friend, hey, or not asking them, but, do you want to jam or whatever like that and stuff, possibly after talking to them about what's going on, because you don't want to brush things under the rug either. And, that would pull them out of it. Doing something that they enjoy that will also take their mind off the issue. List 5 colors. Indigo, pink, orange, yellow, and emerald. I think that's 5. List 5 colors that start with the letter A. Okay. Ash, amber, I want to say apple, but I mean, I don't know if that's going to be considered a color. Or apricot, that's probably not going to be considered a color. Auburn might be a color. I really can't come up with anything more. I can't come up with a fifth. Quickly list 5 words that are related to rabbits. Why are they related? Hop, nest, soft, whiskers, bunny, and Easter. That wasn't very impressive. How are they related? They're all related to the rabbit. They're like attributes of the rabbit. Well, Easter wouldn't be. I mean, it's not really attributed to a rabbit. I don't know. Okay. Someone asks you what the weight of the Empire State Building is. You aren't allowed to look up any information anyway. How would you arrive at your best estimate? I mean, I think the first thing I would do is try to figure out how many stories there are, and then I would try to figure out when it was built, or estimate, I guess, because I don't have any information to go off of when it was built, and then try to reason with the what construction trying to find the right word for this. What construction techniques and materials they used at the time, because things are definitely different now. Given back then, I think the structure was, obviously it was for a long time the tallest building, so I'm sure they probably overcompensated rather than undercompensated for the weight of this thing. So from that point, I would probably try to estimate how much each floor weighed, and then obviously you have the roof. I'm trying to think of what the Empire State Building looks like right now. The foundation, everything like that. I mean, is it going to be weight with weight empty, weight furnished? That's going to make a difference. I saw the Empire State Building, but for the life of me, I can't remember what the hell it looked like. I mean, weight is going to be probably in well, I mean, if you can't look up the, this is kind of trick, because if you can't look up the weight of the Empire State Building, they didn't say that you can't look up the weight of a similar building. So maybe that'd be a good idea. Maybe I'll look into the weight of a similar building of a similar height, if I could find one, and sort of make a estimate off of that. One that was built around the same time frame as well, and then probably add a little to compensate for the fact that since this was such an immense building, that they probably compensated for with extra rebar or whatever, to make it stronger, and then come to a conclusion.